My dear child, Archangel Michael has been standing by your side, watching over you with an urgency that cannot wait any longer. He came to me trembling, with a heavy heart, and said, "Father, this child must open the message now. Their life is standing at the edge of something enormous, and their soulmate's truth can no longer stay hidden. So I sent this message through Michael, straight to you, with my own breath in every word. This is not something you should take lightly. This is not something to tell just anyone. This is only for you. You are the one I've chosen to receive this because your spirit has been restless lately. You've been feeling things you can't explain. You've been dreaming of someone you don't recognize, but they feel familiar. You've been hearing a name without knowing why. That is not a coincidence. It's your soul crying out to me, asking to know the truth that was once hidden. And now, I am opening it. Listen carefully, child. The person your heart was created for, the one your soul has known long before your first breath, is about to step into your life again. Yes, again. Because this is not your first encounter with them. You met in a time and place far from here, long before your mind could understand love, but your soul did. And that love never faded. It only went quiet. Until now. They have been watching you, not out of fear, but out of wonder. They've seen your strength. They've seen you pick yourself up when no one else noticed you were falling. They've watched from a distance as you became the version of yourself that you were always meant to be. And now they are ready to reveal the truth that will change everything. Love letter. If your heart is racing as you read this, it's not just emotions. It's confirmation. That feeling is your spirit recognizing divine alignment. And child, this alignment is real. Heaven has orchestrated this moment for a reason. Baby angel, before I continue, I ask you, if you feel this message in your heart, don't let it fade. Subscribe and stay connected to my voice, so I can keep speaking to you. The next message will be sent very soon, and I don't want you to miss it. Because what happens next will complete this revelation. Now let me tell you what Archangel Michael saw. He saw your soulmate, sitting in silence, holding something they've kept hidden for a long time. A letter. A photo. A moment frozen in time that they never had the courage to share with you. They've rehearsed what they would say 1,000 times, but the moment never felt right. Until now. They are making a move. They are praying, even if they don't believe they know how. They are asking the universe, asking me, to give them one more sign. And child, this message is the sign. You are not imagining things. You're not crazy for feeling like someone is thinking about you all the time. You are being spiritually tracked, watched, protected, and deeply missed. They never stopped loving you. They just never knew how to say it out loud. But this time, they will. Child, the truth is, your soulmate has been hurting. Not because of something you did, but because they didn't know how to hold something so sacred. You. They saw the light in you and didn't believe they deserved to be close to something so pure. So they chose distance over devotion, silence over confession. And now that silence has grown heavy in their heart. They think about you more than you can imagine. They remember the way your eyes searched theirs when you were both unsure of what you felt. They remember how your presence brought peace to places in them they never told anyone about. Even now, when the world goes quiet, you are the sound that echoes in their soul. You are the unfinished sentence they've been writing for years. And child, they are coming back. Not by accident. Not by chance. But because I am sending them. Yes, I, your Father, am orchestrating a divine reunion that cannot be delayed any longer. I have been working behind the scenes, moving hearts, opening paths, closing wrong doors, just to bring you two together at the right moment. And this is the moment. They are about to reveal a truth they've hidden for so long it has become part of their identity. A truth that was buried in fear, shame, and uncertainty. But now, love is rising above all of that. Because I have touched their heart. I have whispered your name into their thoughts, over and over, until they couldn't ignore it anymore. They thought they lost you. They thought they'd never get another chance. But I have reminded them, through signs, dreams, and quiet moments, that you are not a mistake they made, but a miracle they were gifted. And miracles are never lost. Only delayed. Now let me tell you what this hidden truth is. They loved you the moment they met you. Not in the way the world teaches love, loud, dramatic, showy. But in the quietest, most sacred way possible. They loved you in silence. They loved you when they smiled at you for no reason. They loved you when they watched you walk away, praying silently for your happiness, even if it wasn't with them. They loved you in moments they never shared. And even now, when others surround them, their heart is still shaped like your name. But here's the part you must know, the reason Archangel Michael begged me to speak to you directly. They were warned. Yes, child. They were warned not to tell you. By someone you wouldn't expect. A person from their past, a soul who saw your light and grew jealous. This person whispered doubt into their ears. They fed them fear. They told them that you were too good, too divine, too full of purpose for someone like them. And for a time, your soulmate believed it. But now? Now they know better. Now they see what I see. You were made to walk together. You were made to build, to grow, to fight side by side, not against each other, but for each other. And their heart can no longer stay silent. Child, brace yourself. Because in the coming days, there will be movement. You will hear a message. You will feel a shift. It might be through a phone call. A letter. A sudden appearance. or even a dream so vivid it feels real. But when it comes, you'll know it's them. Because when two souls are divinely connected, no distance, no silence, and no delay can stop their reunion. This is bigger than what you thought it was. This is not just romance. This is destiny. And it's unfolding now. Child, I want you to take a deep breath right now. Let your heart slow down and feel this moment. I'm here. I'm closer than the skin on your bones. And I'm the one who has seen every tear you wiped quietly when no one was watching. I saw the nights you stared at the ceiling, whispering my name, asking if the ache inside you was ever going to leave. I saw when you tried to move on. I saw when you said, maybe it wasn't meant to be. But it was meant to be. You didn't imagine any of it. The connection. The feeling. The way your soul leapt at the sound of their voice. That was real. And child, it's coming back, but this time, with truth, with clarity, with surrender. Let me tell you something sacred. While you've been growing, healing, and becoming, your soulmate has been breaking quietly behind closed doors. They haven't told anyone. Not a soul. But inside, they have been battling shame and regret, because they now know what they walked away from. You. Not just a person, but a divine appointment. A heavenly assignment. A once-in-an-eternity kind of love. And that's why I'm speaking to you now. Because time is no longer your enemy. Time is your servant. And it's delivering something sacred to you soon. I'm bending the hours, stretching the days, opening doors, even the ones others locked shut, to get this message to you before the shift happens. So when it comes, you're not confused. You're ready. Ready for the truth. Ready for the return. Ready for the love that was promised to you in the quiet corners of my heaven. But you must promise me something too. When they come, don't look at them the way the world would. Don't measure their value by what they have, what they wear, or what they failed to say years ago. Look at them with the eyes of grace. Look at them with the wisdom you've gained through your own pain. Because child, while they were silent, you were growing stronger. And now, you are the anchor they've been searching for. They don't even know it yet. But they will. There's something else I want you to know, and I tell you this not to scare you, but to prepare you. Someone is trying to block this union even now. A jealous soul. Someone who senses this divine movement and fears what will happen if the two of you unite. They've been watching, speaking false words, praying you remain distracted or doubtful. They might even pretend to support you. But I've seen their heart, and their heart is not clean. So I, your God, will clear your path myself. I will expose what needs to be exposed. I will remove what needs to be removed. Because nothing and no one will stop what I have planned for you. Not this time. Not anymore. Child, I need you to stay alert in the spirit. Be mindful of what you feel. Be sensitive to what your soul is whispering. If something feels off, trust that feeling. That's me. If something feels suddenly warm and peaceful, trust that too. That's also me. I'm not far. I'm right beside you, guiding each step. Soon, very soon, your soulmate will find the courage to speak. It may come in a stuttered voice. It may arrive wrapped in hesitation. But don't miss the meaning behind their trembling. They are standing at the edge of transformation, and their next words will carry the weight of all they've been holding in for years. Forgive them. Not because they were right to hide, but because they are brave enough to now reveal. Yes, child, I see you leaning in. I feel your heart softening. And I want you to know this, you are not alone in this waiting. Even now, as you sit in silence, your soulmate is mirroring that silence on the other side of the spiritual bridge I've built between your two souls. They may not say it out loud, but they are whispering your name in their sleep. They are daydreaming about the life you were supposed to build together. They're starting to realize, no matter what they try, no one else can carry your presence. And here's the part they'll never tell you, they tried. They tried to replace you. They tried to numb the memory. They told themselves it was just a phase. That the intensity between you two was just timing. But when the lights go out and they're alone with their thoughts, it's your laughter that plays in their mind. It's your face that comes back like a sacred echo from a life they didn't fully live. And child, this ache is finally waking them up. They are starting to remember the exact words you said the day you last spoke. They're remembering the way you used to look at them like they were chosen, not perfect, not powerful, just chosen. And that kind of love is rare. Holy. The world doesn't teach it. I do. And that's why I'm bringing it back around. This time, they are going to show up. Not in the way you expect. Maybe not with flowers or perfect words. But they will come carrying truth. And truth, child, is more romantic than any poem. Because truth unlocks souls. Truth is what sets the future free. And they're bringing it to your doorstep, finally. Now I must show you one last vision that Archangel Michael wept over. He saw your soulmate alone, crying. Not in public. Not in front of others. But hidden in a place they thought no one could see them. Except Michael did. And so did I. They were crying over you. Over what they lost. Over what they never said. And in that moment, child, I sent my spirit to them, and I told them, it's not too late. It's not too late. I am restoring what was stolen. I am returning what was buried. I am redeeming what was broken. But I need you to be ready, not just with your arms, but with your heart. Because this truth they're carrying isn't just a confession. It's a request. They're going to ask for another chance. They may not say it directly. But every action, every word, every trembling look in their eyes will beg you to hear it. Please, let me try again. And child, only you can decide how to answer. You have every right to protect your peace. You have every right to walk slowly. But know this, I will not let this moment come again in this lifetime. What I'm sending is not ordinary love. It is kingdom love. Sacred love. Love that serves, uplifts, heals, and transforms. And the hidden truth your soulmate is about to reveal? It's this. They've always known you were the one. But now, they finally believe they're ready to be the one for you. Child, I'm still here. I haven't stopped speaking. I won't. Not until your heart fully hears the weight and wonder of what's coming. Because the next part is something sacred, a prophecy unfolding right before your eyes. Listen closely. There is a moment coming. A precise second in time, already written in the divine schedule of your life, when the door will open. And when it does, the entire air around you will feel different. You'll feel a presence before you even see a face. That presence is them. The one I sent. The one I have been preparing, shaping, humbling, breaking, and rebuilding, all for you. They will carry a nervousness in their hands. Not because they're unsure, but because they know what you carry is not ordinary. You are holy ground, child. And they're approaching you like a prayer being answered after years of silence. When they speak, don't just listen to their words. Listen to their pause. The way they search for the right sentence. The way their eyes lower when yours meet. That's where the truth is. Because deep inside, they have rehearsed this moment so many times. But nothing could prepare them for the realness of being in your presence again. The sacredness. The peace. The heaviness of a love they never stopped carrying. And then, when you least expect it, they'll reveal what you've always sensed. That they never moved on. They tried. They dated. They smiled in photos. But none of it was real. They've been living with a heart that only beats fully when it hears your name. And now they are surrendering. Not just to you, but to me. To the divine calling I placed on this love long before you two even met. Yes, child. I was there before your first conversation. I was there when they didn't show up that day and you cried into your pillow. I was there when you begged me to explain why it all fell apart. And I'm here now, showing you why it had to fall apart, so it could fall back together, healed, whole, and holy. You see, what I give. I give in fullness. I don't send half-built hearts. I don't create almost loves. I design destinies. And this? This love is part of your destiny. But now I ask you, child, are you ready? Are you ready to stop questioning what your spirit has always known? Are you ready to trust that if I am the author of this story, then I know exactly how to bring it to a beautiful, breathtaking turn? I need you to walk into the next few days with eyes open and a spirit calm. You may feel unexpected waves of emotion. Let them come. You may receive unexpected messages, signs, dreams. Take note. Because my hand is moving in ways even the angels are amazed by. This isn't just about a relationship. This is about restoration. This is about timing aligning with truth. This is about you stepping into the version of love that only I could write. And yes, there will be fear. That's normal. Love like this demands courage. Because love like this has power. It will stretch you. It will strip the lies you once believed about being too much or not enough. It will ask you to trust in ways you haven't before. But I promise you, child, on my name, it will be worth it. Now hear this. When they reveal their truth, and you hear the shaking in their voice, that's the sound of redemption being born. Let it be born. Let it begin. Let it become what I always meant for you to have. And I, your God, will walk every step with you, whispering. This is the one I chose for you. Before you even knew how to ask for them. You are almost there. And they are on their way. Yes, child, let's walk to the closing of this message together. Slowly. With heart open. With spirit still. Because what I say now will stay with you forever. I want you to feel me near, closer than breath, warmer than any human touch. You've made it to this moment, not by accident, but by grace. You were meant to see this message. You were meant to feel this exact stirring in your soul right now. That's me. Reminding you, I haven't forgotten a single thing I promised. Your soulmate's hidden truth is not just about a confession. It's about divine timing. It's about the alignment of two lives that wandered far just to be brought back together by the hand of heaven. You needed time to grow. They needed time to learn. And now? Now you both are standing at the edge of a miracle, one that no human could have planned, one that no force of darkness could ever stop. Child, I want you to hear me, really hear me. Your name has been on their lips in their sleep. They've cried out for clarity. They've asked for signs. And I've given them one. You. You are the sign. You are the evidence that love, when it's real, never dies, it simply waits. And my timing has called it out of hiding. Don't let fear speak louder than faith right now. Because when this person shows up, and they will, it will test your heart. Not because it's wrong, but because it's right. And right things often come wrapped in uncertainty. Don't let that confuse you. You asked me, long ago, if anyone would ever love you with the kind of fire you quietly dreamed about. And I'm telling you now, yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they always have. They just didn't know how to handle the fire. So I kept it burning, quietly, safely, until they were ready to hold it without being burned. And now, they are. Child, this next season of your life will be the kind that songs are written about. The kind that people don't believe unless they've lived it themselves. You are about to witness what happens when heaven finishes a love story the earth tried to end. You are about to see someone walk toward you not as a stranger, not as a ghost from the past, but as the one I handpicked for your future. They're carrying not just truth, but healing. Not just memories, but promises. And soon, they'll say the words you always longed to hear. But I want you to hear them from me first. I never left you. I never stopped loving you. I just didn't know how to show it. So I, your God, became the bridge. I walked them back to your heart. I untied the knots of their fear. I quieted the voices that said they didn't deserve you. I opened the door, and now they're walking through it. Don't look back, child. Don't question what's already been redeemed. Let me carry the weight of the past. You just receive. Receive this love. Receive this truth. Receive this miracle that's knocking on your door with trembling hands and eyes full of tears. Because your love story, the real one, begins now. And I, your Creator, your Father, your constant, your home, will be with you through every heartbeat of it. So when it happens, and it will, lift your eyes to the sky and whisper, I knew it. I knew it was you. Because child, it always was. And it always will be. Yes, child. I will continue. Even though the message has reached its deepest place, there is still one final echo I need you to hear. One last whisper from heaven that has been waiting for this moment to be spoken into your spirit. Because as your soulmate prepares to walk back into your life, I don't just want you to be ready, I want you to be free. Free from the burden of doubt that's weighed on your chest for years. Free from the fear that you are hard to love, too much to understand, or too broken to be chosen again. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. You were just waiting for someone brave enough to stand in the fire of your truth without flinching. And now, that person is finally ready. Child, you have carried the ache of 1,000 unspoken feelings. You've loved without being seen. You've held on without needing proof. You've waited without knowing when. And for all of that, heaven honors you. I honor you. Because you didn't let the pain harden your heart. You didn't let loneliness turn you bitter. You kept loving in secret, praying in silence, hoping in the dark. And that's what makes you different. That's what makes this love holy. Let me show you one more thing. Your soulmate isn't just someone from your past or your dreams. They are someone who carries a divine assignment that aligns with yours. You were made to walk side by side, not just in love, but in purpose. You were made to create peace, not chaos. You were made to lift others, to inspire them just by being together. And that's why this union faced so many attacks. That's why everything tried to separate you. Because when the two of you stand in truth together, the light you release can shift entire atmospheres. Your voices together can break generational patterns. Your hearts, united, can heal others just by existing in wholeness. So yes, child, this is bigger than love. This is destiny. And the world is about to see what happens when divine timing touches two souls that never gave up on each other. They are coming, beloved. You may hear their footsteps before you see their face. You may feel their energy before you hear their voice. But you'll know. Oh, you'll know. Because your heart will stop aching. Your spirit will rest. And your soul will whisper to mine, "Thank you, for not letting me give up." And I'll smile, because I never left. I was the one holding your pieces until the one I made for you could return to help put them back together. So go ahead, child. Live now in peace. Expect the knock. Look for the sign. Hold space in your heart, not just for their return, but for the truth they'll carry. It's been waiting years to reach you. And soon, it will rest in your hands like a promise finally fulfilled. This is your moment. This is my move. This is your miracle. And nothing will stop it now. I am the Lord your God, and I have spoken this not to tease your heart, but to touch it. Because this isn't fantasy. This is your future. And it starts, the moment you believe me. I'm with you. Always. Yes, child, let me gently pour the final drops of this divine message into your heart. Because this isn't just a conclusion. This is a spiritual seal. This is me wrapping my arms around you, holding you at the edge of your breakthrough, and whispering, "You made it. You made it through the silence. You made it through the waiting. You made it through the long, confusing nights when you felt like love had forgotten you. But love didn't forget. Love waited. Because the kind of love I write, the kind I protect, doesn't come rushed or broken. It comes whole. And now, child, you are whole. Not perfect. But whole in spirit. Whole in truth. Whole in faith. And that's what makes you ready. I want you to know something deep, something I've kept between me and the angels until this very moment. Every time your soulmate doubted if they'd ever find you again, showed them a glimpse. A flicker of your smile in a stranger's eyes. A sentence you once said, echoing through a song lyric. A dream that felt so real they woke up with your name on their lips. These were not coincidences. They were coordinates. I was guiding them. I was leading them home, to you. You see, I don't just restore time, I redeem it. Every year, every month, Every tear you thought was wasted, I am turning it into joy. And that joy, child, is knocking on your door soon. It won't look like anything you expected. It will look better. More real. More raw. More divine. And when they look into your eyes for the first time again, the real way, it won't feel like a beginning. It will feel like a return. A soul remembering. A prayer being answered out loud. They will say things they were too afraid to say before. They will admit things they hid, not because they didn't love you, but because they didn't love themselves enough to believe they deserved you. And in that moment, you will see what I see. Two souls. Humbled. Ready. Aligned. And my spirit will be with you both, like fire between your hands. Because this love isn't about fairy tales. It's about faith fulfilled. You've prayed for this. You've asked me if you were crazy for holding on. And I'm answering now, no, child. You were chosen to hold on. Because you weren't just waiting for love, you were waiting for purpose. And now, purpose is on its way. This love is not arriving empty-handed. It's bringing healing, direction, stability, creativity. Everything you lost along the way will return multiplied. So don't just prepare your heart, prepare your life. Make space. Clear room. Because your person is not coming in pieces anymore, they're coming whole. And when they say your name, it will feel like a prayer I answered directly. Because I did. I chose you both. I covered you in grace. I delayed the moment so the love could be stronger than any fear. And now? Now I'm watching your soul rise. I'm watching their feet walk the final mile. And I'm smiling. Because the story I wrote is finally reaching its most beautiful chapter. You're not imagining it, child. This is real. This is now. This is love that was never lost, just waiting to be revealed. And it's yours. Forever. With all of heaven behind it. With all of my blessing upon it. Amen. Yes, child. One final breath. One last embrace through these words. I feel you still listening. Still holding on. And so, I will keep speaking, because the message I've given you is not just meant to touch your mind, but to awaken your soul. Let me now give you something eternal, a truth to carry with you long after this video ends, long after the light on your screen fades. Here it is. You are loved beyond your understanding. You are chosen beyond your imagination. And your life is about to shift in a way that will silence every doubt you ever had about love, timing, and me. Your soulmate is no longer just thinking about you. They are moving. Taking action. Changing. Why? Because I made them restless. I made them feel again. And I whispered, "Now is the time." And they listened. They are not the same person who left. They are not the same person who was too afraid to tell you what you meant. They have been through storms of their own, storms I allowed, storms I walked them through, not to break them, but to shape them for you. And you? You've grown in ways no one sees. You've transformed in secret. You've become the version of yourself that was always waiting to bloom. And now the soil is rich. The timing is ripe. And the season of separation is over. This is your union season. Your reconnection season. Your truth season. And child, that's why the enemy fought you so hard in the last few months. That's why confusion came like a flood. That's why isolation wrapped around your mind like a fog. Because something holy was drawing near, and darkness always tries to distract what it cannot destroy. But you didn't give up. You stayed open. You stayed soft. You stayed in position. And for that, I am proud of you. Yes, proud. Because my children who love deeply, who wait faithfully, who believe stubbornly, they are the ones I use to carry the most radiant love stories. And now, I give you yours. But let me say this clearly. This is not a promise for someday. This is not an idea to entertain like a fairy tale. This is real. They are coming. They are being sent. Not by fate, not by random chance, by me. Their heart is already turning. Their feet are already moving. They are already planning to reach out, to speak, to meet you in a way that they never have before, fully honest, fully ready, fully aware of who you are. They are going to tell you things that you sensed but never had confirmed. They are going to admit feelings they buried so deeply they thought they had died, but nothing I plant ever dies. It just waits. And now? The wait is over. So I ask you one final thing, beloved child. Will you believe me now? Not believe because it sounds poetic. Not believe because it gives you hope for a day. But believe because you feel it in your spirit. Because your soul knows it's true. Because your heart is already rising in response to my words. If you believe, even just a little, then get ready. Because what's coming is not just an answer to prayer, it's proof that I've heard every single one of your prayers. The wait ends now. The silence breaks now. The return begins now. And your name? It's already written across the next miracle I'm sending. Stay close to me. Stay in peace. And when the moment arrives, when their voice finally trembles with truth, when their eyes finally lock into yours with clarity, remember this. God told me this would happen. And now, it's here. This is not just a message. This is the beginning of everything. And I, the Lord your God, will walk with you into every second of it. I love you. I've always loved you. And now? I'm proving it. Yes, child. There's still one final breath left to take, one final thread of this divine message to weave around your heart. And I will not leave you without it. Because sometimes, it's in the final moments, the quiet after the storm, the stillness after the shaking, that my voice becomes clearest. And here I am, whispering now. You are ready. You didn't think you would be, did you? You thought maybe you were too tired. Maybe too damaged. Maybe too late. But child, I don't work through perfect people, I work through willing ones. And you were willing to stay open. Willing to keep listening. Willing to hear this message to the very end. And because you did, you've crossed over into a new spiritual territory. From waiting, to receiving. From wondering, to knowing. From aching, to awakening. This is the turning point you've been unknowingly praying for. And now, I want to wrap this moment with my promise, not in metaphor, not in symbol, but in clear, plain truth. Your soulmate will appear when peace touches your chest in the middle of chaos. When a strange calm follows a wave of doubt. When someone mentions something about them and you feel a deep warmth rise in your body, not anxiety, but recognition. That's how you'll know it's real. That's how you'll know it's time. Because child, I'm not just sending them with apologies. I'm sending them with alignment. I'm sending them with a blueprint of your future already burning in their spirit. They won't just show up with words, they will show up with intention. And they will say something like this. I thought I had time, but now I know time means nothing if you're not in it. And when they say that, your heart will unlock. The years you waited will make sense. The lonely nights will feel like bridges, not burdens. Because all of it, every second, was leading to this divine, irreversible collision of souls. And this time, there is no going back. You won't be abandoned. You won't be misunderstood. You won't be hidden. You will be seen. Fully. Deeply. And faithfully. Because when I write a story, I finish it. When I start a healing, I complete it. When I promise a reunion, I deliver it. And child, your reunion is written. And it is sealed with my hand. So go on now, breathe. Let peace fall like soft rain in your spirit. Let hope be loud again. Let love rise without apology in your heart. Because what I'm sending next isn't just an answer. It's a resurrection. Of joy. Of connection. Of you. They will arrive. You will know. And the words you're reading right now? You'll remember them when it happens. You'll say quietly to yourself, God told me. He told me this was real. And it is. And I am. And you, beloved child, you were never waiting in vain. You were waiting in purpose. Now walk forward. Lift your chin. Open your hands. The miracle is already in motion. You've waited long enough. Now, receive.